Ever feel like your workouts are stuck in a prehistoric era, still grinding away with the same old, clunky, inefficient gear because the truly smart stuff looks like it was designed for a space station budget? What if you could get a personal trainer, a nutritionist, and a recovery expert all strapped to your wrist, but without the subscription fees that cost more than your gym membership? Today, we're talking about the Dragon PXV2, the new fitness wearable that promises to make every other tracker look like a digital sundial. For the best price, click the link in the description. But here's what surprised me. It's not the insane amount of data that blew me away. Nope. The real shock was how it uses that data to actually get you to listen asterisk. Most gadgets just shout numbers at you. This one tells you a story. Therefore, by the end of this, you'll know the 3 concrete reasons why this might be the last fitness gadget you ever need to buy. /n/n, let's start with the obvious. The screen. You boot it up and it's gorgeous. Brighter than my future, sharp, smooth scrolling. It feels premium. And this is a huge but, that's the bait. The real magic isn't in what it shows you, it's in what it doesn't asterisk. You see, most trackers are data hoarders. They collect every heartbeat, every step, every minute of REM and light sleep, and then they dump it all in an app that looks like a spreadsheet designed by a sad robot. It's overwhelming. It's noise, therefore you end up ignoring 95% of it, right? I know I did. The Dragon PXV2's first genius move is its AI coach. It doesn't just track, it translates. After a weight session, it doesn't just say, you lifted for 60 minutes. It says, your heart rate recovery between sets was 22% faster today than last week. Your conditioning is improving. However, your exertion spiked during the final set of squats. Consider lowering the weight by 5% next time to maintain form. That's not data, that's advice. That's a coach spotting you from inside your wrist. Open loop. How does it know what good form even looks like? We'll get to that wild sensor tech in a minute. First promise, this thing will actually change your behavior, not just log it. Joke number 1. My old fitness tracker gave me so much useless data, I'm pretty sure it once congratulated me on my exceptional nap form. The PXV2 is different. /n/n, which brings me to reason number 1 you need to try this. Actionable intelligence over information overload. The PXV2 has over 20 sensors. That's not a typo. We're talking optical heart rate, ECG, skin temperature, a freaking continuous blood oxygen monitor, an advanced gyroscope, and something they call a multispectral bioimpedance sensor. Sounds like a Star Trek medical tricorder. But the point isn't the list, it's the synthesis. Therefore, it crunches all those numbers in real time using its own onboard processor. It's not just waiting to sync to your phone to figure things out. During a run, it can detect subtle changes in your running symmetry from the gyroscope. Cross-reference it with an elevated heart rate that's disproportionate to your pace from the optical sensor, and gently vibrate with a message. Running asymmetry detected. Your left side impact is 15% higher. Check your posture. It's preventative. It caught me before a potential shin splint flare-up. My old tracker would have just told me my pace dropped afterward and asked if I wanted to share it on social media. The PXV2 gives you the why behind the what. Mini twist. This is where the contrarian snapback hits. You'd think more data means more complexity. But the PXV2 uses that mountain of data to create stunning simplicity. A single daily readiness score. /n/n, the readiness score. This is the cornerstone, and it's reason number 2, holistic readiness, not just sleep tracking. Everyone tracks sleep. The PXV2 treats sleep as just one chapter in a 24-hour story. Your readiness score is a number out of 100 generated each morning. It factors in your sleep quality, obviously, but also your overnight heart rate variability, skin temperature trends, blood oxygen, and even your stress levels from the previous day. Therefore, it doesn't just tell you asterisk how you slept, it tells you how recovered you are to face the day's demands. A high score means go hard. A low score, it might recommend a light walk instead of that HIIT session or even just proper hydration. But here's the psychological masterstroke. It gamifies recovery. You start chasing a higher score. You go to bed earlier not because you should asterisk, but because you want to see that 92 tomorrow. You think, I'll skip that third drink, it'll wreck my HRV. This device taught me more about my body's signals in a week than a decade of guesswork. Open loop, but what about when you feel fine but the score is low? Trust the machine, that's a fascinating tension. Joke 2. My readiness score was so low one morning, the PXV2 suggested my workout for the day should be successfully locating the coffee maker. It was not wrong. /n/n now you might be thinking, this all sounds great for cardio bunnies and gym rats, but what about the rest of life? Fantastic question. Therefore, let's dive into reason number 3, truly intelligent, context-aware automation. This is where the PXV2 stops being a fitness device and starts being a life device. Its automation isn't just turn on do not disturb at 10 p.m. It's smart. For example, it learns your typical stress patterns through heart rate variability. If it detects an abnormal stress spike during your work hours, it can automatically ping your phone to play a specific, calming playlist you've linked, or prompt you with a 90-second breathing exercise. It noticed I always get tense right before my weekly team meetings. Now, 10 minutes before, it vibrates and simply says, breathe. It's spooky, but helpful spooky. Furthermore, it has a fantastic Find My Phone feature that actually works in reverse with a killer twist. Double press the crown and your phone will ring, even on silent. Lifesaver. However, the crown jewel of automation is its focus on recovery. It can sync with smart lights in your home. When it senses you're entering a wind-down phase based on movement and heart rate, it can signal your lights to dim and shift to a warmer hue. It's building a recovery cocoon around you without you lifting a finger. Promise. This level of seamless integration makes technology feel like it's working for you, not the other way around. /n/n of course, no product is perfect. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, battery life and the ecosystem. With all these sensors pinging away, you'd expect battery life to be measured in hours. But here's the compromise. With typical use, including a 60 to 90-minute workout with GPS, I got a solid 4 days. Not the week plus of some simpler bands, but frankly, incredible for what's happening under the hood. Therefore, it's a trade-off. Ultimate power versus ultimate longevity. For me, the power wins. The charging is fast, though, and the puck is magnetic. Another point, it works flawlessly with both iOS and Android, but to unlock its full ecosystem potential, like that smart light integration, you need to be a bit of a smart home enthusiast. If you just want it as a pure fitness tool, you lose nothing. But if you want the full life assistant experience, be prepared to dive into some app linking. Mini question, is that future worth a couple of extra charges a week? For me, absolutely. Joke 3, the battery life is good, but my dog gets jealous of the charging ritual. He now brings me his leash whenever I plug the PXV2 in, thinking it's my new routine. Sorry, buddy, /n/n so, after weeks of testing, from grueling workouts to lazy Sundays, what's the final verdict? The Dragon PXV2 isn't just an upgrade, it's a category redefinition. It moves the goalposts from tracking to guiding. Therefore, let's resolve those 3 reasons. 1. It provides actionable intelligence, cutting through the noise to give you clear, personalized feedback that can actually prevent injury and improve performance. 2. Its holistic readiness score makes recovery a tangible, gamifiable goal, fundamentally changing your relationship with rest. And 3. Its truly intelligent automation weaves itself into your daily life, reducing stress and building better habits passively. The common thread, the PXV2 understands context. It doesn't see a heart rate spike in isolation. It asks if you're running, stressed, or just watching a scary movie. That contextual awareness is the killer feature. But is it for everyone? If you want a simple step counter, no, this is overkill. This is for the person who is serious about optimizing their physical and mental performance, who sees their body as a system to be understood, not just a machine to be fueled and run. It's for the data geek who also hates spreadsheets. It's the coach, the motivator, and the quiet guardian you wear on your wrist. Joke 4, the only problem, now I have no excuses left. My watch knows I'm just being lazy. /n/n if your curiosity is piqued and you're ready to step into the next generation of wearable tech, to finally get insights that lead to action, then you need to check out the Dragon PXV2. The value it provides is immediate from the moment you strap it on. Therefore, don't just take my word for it. Head over to Amazon, check out the reviews, and see for yourself. For the absolute best price available right now, click the link in the description below this video. That link will take you directly to the product page where you can get your own Dragon PXV2. It's the single best way to support this channel, and it doesn't cost you a penny extra. Thanks for watching, and here's to your next level of performance.